Welcome to this voice-activated elevator, the Intellivator. Please select language.
This is Jumping the Turnstile. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Danoz.
And if you're a first-time listener, long-time potter, this is a podcast that I like to do with my brother Timmy Taco each week, and we have rotating guests, just our friends from our life. They're not really special in any way. They just
have a voice.
They just have a voice, and we're willing to rock up.
Good to be with you,
and also with you. But it's
no offense.
Look, it's not a crime podcast. It's not a science podcast. Although there are
we do touch on science
and crime stories, and look, we don't
but it's
really
not that exclusively.
Look, we don't really know what it is, but that is what it is because as we found listening through hundreds of hours of podcasts, other people's podcasts, a lot of them drop off the radar. A lot of them have said, "Geez, I'm getting sick of this format. This is kind of like I'm quitting." The good thing about Jumping the Turnstile is it's ever-changing, Tim.
Well, I like to refer to it as a variety show. Would you agree with that?
It's you never know what's around the corner.
Yes, because of the lack of planning, I think.
But I find that's I don't want to be coming in here every week.
Oh, okay.
Knowing
none taken.
Knowing exactly what we're going to say.
Can I just put it out there that I did find it endearing when you started out bringing in lists that you hadn't pre-read, but I'm not sure it's endearing anymore.
Now that I think about it. Oh, it's a show about lists.
The lists are in there.
No, lists are in there. It's good for a bit
we
of
list
spice.
the things we like and
Look,
we don't like.
This is what you're going to kind of hear. I'll riddle me this. This is something that's happened to me in my life, and
Okay, try us out.
I guess that's what the podcast is about.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were taking that somewhere.
How would you take this, and what would you do? I was inside. I get a phone call from my neighbour. He's called me up. He's gone, Jez. There's
Has he got an accent?
No, it's just Aussie as he's Aussie as
He's Aussie as
shit sandwich
Oh, okay.
on whole wheel. Whole meal.
Whole wheel?
Whole wheel.
Not the whole little thing. So
I should say I've been up since 5 o'clock, so I'm very, very tired.
Well, it's your own fault.
Right. He calls me up. He says, Jez, you've left your ice cream on the letterbox.
What do you mean, your ice cream?
This is on the hot day the other week.
Ice cream.
It's like I got hotted off.
And decided to buy some Neapolitan 3-stripe.
Well, no.
Maybe a choc chip with double choc chips.
Go
Cookies
more
and cream.
Go more
Maybe
expensive.
Vanilla?
Jerry's.
Yes.
Ben and Jerry's.
Jerry's. Well,
Yeah.
you don't want to leave that out there.
So hot day. 2 tubs of ice cream.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's. They had the late show one. I don't know. It's a late show ice cream and another one.
Okay.
Cookies and cream or something. And still cold. Now I'm talking about the 43-degree day. Not
Still cold.
We can hear you drink that beer, Tim. Neck that beer. Not melted.
Still cold, not melted.
Still cold. Totally wrapped up in a plastic bag on my letterbox. Now,
Is this science, my science?
The so-so science.
So science?
well, the question is,
As soon as you have your question, I'm going to go get my so-so science out of the freezer. Go.
did he eat them?
Oh, what? Wait a minute.
The ice cream.
Wait. He said you've left them out there, and he took them.
No, he called me up. I went out. I got the ice cream.
Did he, meaning you, the
Yes.
third person? So you mean did I, as in you?
In hindsight, I can see how that could be a
confusing.
little bit confusing.
Yeah.
Mind you, I have been up since 5 o'clock.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to get my so-so science out of the freezer.
This is so unprofessional. Well, while he's gone, let's
Yeah.
fucking
Really
talk about
pay
it.
out on him. Yeah.
Because he was late.
The studio did seem very well organised today, and I'd just like to put it out there that I have a fully functioning mic stand today. This is good.
And we should actually thank long-time listener and sometimes potter, Mikey T, has kindly
Mikey T, come through with the goods.
donated some equipment.
Mic stands. I'm back.
Yeah.
Now, my so-so science, if you can hear this, right? That's Zupa Duper's clink clank clanking together, right? But look at how they've it's a deep freeze.
Yeah.
When you want your Zupa Dupers slightly frozen, nothing else in the freezer has ever frozen that solid. They're sugarless.
Okay.
So
What's
the science question
going,
is
Super Dupers are sugarless? I don't believe it.
Yeah, I know.
Is this
I know.
like a?
You can imagine
is this like a
my
new-
extreme disappointment when I went, I'm gonna get myself some Zupa Dupers.
Oh, just
Zupa Dupers.
Awesome. Super dupers.
Zupa Dupers. And I got them back, tasted them, and went, man, Zupa Dupers just ain't what they used to be.
But can I confirm that it does have preservative 202, 211, and 223?
With a taste that can be bit. With a taste that's quite weak compared to the other ones. You know when you get that real Zupa?
Yeah.
The duper?
I think a Zupa without sugar is just
A
basically-
duper.
It's a super pooper.
Or is
yeah.
it ice?
It pretty much is. Very disappointing. But as you can see, a deep freeze. So
Yes.
maybe there's something in that that's like the Ben and Jerry's
Well,
ice
Ben
cream
and
that
Jerry
stopped it
is,
from
I'm
melting.
sure, it's chock full of sugary goodness. Now, thanks for asking.
No worries.
Did I eat it?
Yeah, did he?
Well,
or
this,
drink it.
this is what I did. No, it was frozen.
I can't believe that though.
Frozen.
Did
So
your
it's-
neighbour,
Yes. Now let's
being
go
a good
through it.
neighbour, grab the yogurt off the off the
ice cream.
What did I say?
Yogurt.
Sorry. Ice cream off the letterbox. Take it back to his place. Chuck it in the freezer. Ring you up. Go. Hey. Just in case you're wondering where your Ben and Jerry's went, because I know
this is
that
Come over. Come
was-
over. Have
come
a
over.
scoop.
Yeah.
He was in his nice, cool, air-conditioned house, and he
Yeah.
was backing out of the. He said, "Oh, let's go swimming or some shit. Make it up. I don't know." He was leaving the property, and as he's backing out, he's seen the two tubs. He's called me up. Jez, you've left your ice cream on the thing. I said, ice cream?
What ice
cream? He
What?
goes,
You bought two of them and you said, what ice cream?
That's real short-term memory
It
loss.
really is, because they're still frozen. So it
Yeah.
must have been but minutes.
Yeah, literally seconds even.
I
What ice cream?
did.
What fucking...
I didn't buy the ice cream.
Oh,
What the... Oh.
The
This is
plot
what I'm-
thickens.
This is what. Didn't I? Am I not?
No, you
No,
haven't
no,
explained
no.
any of that.
Maybe because I got cut off with the super duper thing.
Sure. Social science.
Sorry.
It's the science of talking.
But this is your first time
so
listening
are
to
you saying-
Turnstyle Records, but
So hence you're asking us, did I eat them? Is because they magically appeared and your neighbour magically offered
well,
them.
if I'd finished the story, I
Well,
was going
it's
hindsight.
kind of on you. Yep.
It is. It's 98% on me.
Yeah.
2% on the Super
Yeah.
Duper thing.
Sure.
Like,
But as we just
sidebar.
discovered, this guy's just done a 24-hour day in 7.5 hours.
It's true.
Yeah. No, I didn't buy the Ben and Jerry's. I don't buy ice cream. It's not on the list.
Yeah. Hence the what? What ice cream?
2 tubs
That's
of ice
quite
cream.
expensive, man. We're talking like, you're pushing
I'm going to
$9.
say somewhere around the $9 mark
Tub.
for a little mini
Little
tub.
tub, yeah.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Now, where did the ice cream come from, boys? I don't know. I have no answers. Can you think of how?
Your
No.
dual lock neighbour?
No, he's the one that called me.
When was the
Right.
last run-in you had with a neighbour that doesn't pick up their dog shit?
Wait a minute, but why ice cream? That's very peculiar on such a hot day. Someone's gone and got some ice cream.
What do
and gone,
people crave
"Where
on a
the
hot day?
fuck did I put that fucking ice cream?
It's what plants crave.
So what I did was,
Ate it.
well, I ate it slowly. First night,
To test whether or not it had been laced with goose.
exactly.
The
one,
goods.
1 or 2 teaspoons full, and I was like, okay, I can get into this. I don't usually buy ice cream, but this is not too bad ice cream.
Did it have a yeasty aftertaste?
Well,
Afterburn.
no, it didn't really. What it was, I was going through all the people like who could have,
It's not yogurt.
Okay, sorry.
I hate when
Get off
people
it.
say yogurt. by the
Yeah,
way.
I hate when people mistake ice cream
Ice
for
cream.
yogurt.
Yeah.
Well,
Yogurt.
these days it does come in a frozen range of flavors and it's
Oh,
freezes.
God damn it. Anyway,
flavor that can't be beat.
I ate the fucking ice cream. All right?
Okay.
Both
Both
tubs.
both tubs are
And
gone.
didn't tell Cass that they had entered the building.
Well, I asked her,
Just-
like, did you buy ice cream and leave it on the letterbox? Yeah, dumbass.
Still frozen.
I didn't say dumbass, but
You thought it.
I thought it, but she didn't. So she wasn't the dumbass.
Okay, you were.
I didn't buy
For
it.
thinking it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what a mystery. What a suburban mystery. Cannot be
Who-
a gift.
Who
cannot
lives out the back of your place?
The guy that called me.
So it wasn't someone over the road that.
Well, the old guy over the road, he's not going out and buying Ben and Jerry's.
Does he have an accent?
He does.
Do you think he was
What's his
actually
name?
trying to?
Alberto.
Alberto.
Yeah, exactly.
Was
Hey,
he-
Jezbot. I have to tell you something.
He calls me James. He can't remember.
Can I? May I?
Yes, you
Hey,
man.
Jezbot.
It's a
sorry.
surprise. Fruit ball.
Sorry. Hey, James Bod.
Yes. Yes, Alberto.
What are your concrete?
Actually, he wants me to cut my bamboo down.
Is that racist?
Why?
Because
because it's not concrete.
see,
He was right on it.
yeah.
Yep.
He says it's too tall.
Nah.
He doesn't like tall trees. I was like,
Oh, no.
you wait.
No.
It's got another 7 meters, man.
The bamboo in your
That's
front
kinda-
yard.
That's
oh,
not-
well, tell him he can eat a bag of dicks.
Hey, Alberto.
I really respect this
La
guy.
manja le pinis.
Hey, I'm going to ask you a question about your bamboos. When do you cut the bamboos? Huh? When do you cut the bamboos? I don't know what you're saying. James, listen to me. When you cut the bamboos? They get it too high, you see. You don't want to see it too high above the fence. Too high.
And you know the bamboos, that grows very fast.
Yeah. You
I
know,
know
you
where-
cut him, you come back, you cut him, not good.
Yeah,
Cut it.
pretty much.
Really? I hate, like it's like when I was I was doing a bit of bringing out the old
Gardening?
gardening to the nature strip
Yes.
for hard rubbish collection. You know, you get a bit of green, a bit of hard rubbish. I was cutting down that, and the neighbour came past, and they've since moved out. I think it was Gary and Barb.
Okay.
And she saw me cutting down. And she goes, "Oh yeah, you're doing a bit of work." I'm like, "Yeah, just a couple of branches." She says, "Yeah, it's about time you cut that tree down, isn't it?" That giant tree, which is the main feature of my entire property. She's like, "Yeah, man, no, I mean, come on,
Why do people get so antsy about
Stay
other
off-
people's trees?
Stay off my bamboos, Oz."
What's with it? It's like none of your business.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I get over the fence. I get.
You're a nature guy.
I am.
Liquid ambers are not well loved in Australia.
No, okay.
Yeah,
The big.
I'm drinking a bit of
this-
liquid amber right now.
yeah, it's making me thirsty.
Is it? Oh, do you want one?
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
do you
Thanks
wanna-
for offering.
do you want
Do
a
you wanna-
Corona?
Yeah,
How
it's-
warm is it?
It's a car Corona.
Yeah, no.
Corona.
Yeah, no.
The old coronavirus right
yeah.
here.
I was
Is
going to
that-
say it's
can we-
topical. I
can we
was going to
topical?
say
Should we do this? Are we gonna? You know,
it's definitely too soon. Like 100 people are dying a day.
okay. So if we're planning for the apocalypse,
Mhm.
we're thinking zombies, but now it's the coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
So have we got a plan in place? Have we got,
Yes,
we've got
if in
Jezbots
doubt,
on water.
if in doubt, treat it with a wedge of lime.
Stick it
No
right
worries.
up your ass.
They're going half price now. Corona.
Oh yeah. So what does that do to the brand?
Well, a New Zealand pub had posted up like a week ago. Half price Coronas. Some poorly worded
Marketing.
gag
Okay.
about the virus and the Corona beer.
Mm-hmm.
And
like
they were promptly shamed off YouTube or Twitter or whatever the fuck people are using to shame other people.
Okay. Yeah. People just don't say it anymore.
How is your social media uptake at the moment? Are
Zero.
You back connected?
Nope.
When you say back connected, as in like back
Didn't
online.
Didn't he like, you know?
he did do
Is that what
very
I
often.
sound like to you guys? Is that what I sound like, listeners?
It's like Facebook. Yeah.
You know what? When I listen back to
You know
these
what?
episodes, I do kind of feel like that's how I sound.
You know what? Facebook. Here's the thing about Facebook. Fuck Facebook. Yeah. It's true. You do sound like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find
Channeling your inner Eric Cartman.
I'll find myself listening to the podcast going, shut up, Jez.
Well, it's always you can always fast forward through you talking bits, or I can re-release them without your track.
Please, that'd be great.
Yeah.
No,
Can
Jezbot
mute it
goes
out.
home and actually recuts his own best of, and it's only his voice.
Pretty
Well,
much.
maybe we could do a podcast where we talk and then we cut somebody out, and it's like a choose your own adventure. You get to talk along with the podcast.
You get to
You're
fill
the
in.
third voice.
You're the Dan.
I like it.
or you're the taco.
Yeah. Choose your own adventure.
Or you're the Jezbot. You're supposed to say you're the Jezbot.
Sorry. Oh, you're the Jezbot.
I could see in his eye he was trying to think of something actually good to say.
Yeah, I was. I was thinking more meat in the sandwich kind of thing.
Well, could you?
Jesus.
No, because I was just thinking that
He's got the corona.
no, what we need is a bit of a recap. In the news, you've sent us something this week. Could you enlighten us on what usually happens when you come into the podcast?
Well, let me
let's-
do let me do a recap for the listeners, for the first time listener.
A recap.
A recap of the recap of what.
To get people up to speed.
Yeah. Dan's our poo man. He deals mainly with poo related stories.
Poo scoops, if you will.
Where are the
Beautiful.
poo scoops?
You got the scoop on the poop.
Well, believe it or not, fellas, I've got another scoop.
Okay, well, just before you go into that scoop, you got your jogger, you got your driveway, you've got
These are all the phantom
Executive.
executive, you got your wipe with a t-shirt, pulling a random driveway.
You've got the guy who actually takes his tissues with him after cleaning his derriere.
You've got the story from our past where someone that won't be named actually shat on a windscreen.
You've got Shawza, who took a shit in the backyard of that person's house.
Oh yeah, he did. He buried it. Yeah, when he's working, when he's mowing lawns.
And we've got a great story that my our older brother told me the other day about shit in a bucket, and that's coming up pretty soon. But I don't want to cut you off too soon.
Can't wait for that. Well, I actually swore a good shite. I would say 10 or to 15 episodes ago, when the last dramatic poo scoop came through, that I would refuse to cover another poo story until one or both of my fellow podcasters was responsible for doing
one.
Yes.
for doing a public dump. But that hasn't happened.
Someone's beat us to it.
And for some reason, poo stories just seem to gravitate towards my inbox. So, in
Do you care to rephrase that?
outbox.
Great.
So in news out of Sydney, poo bandit caught on camera outside Sydney law firm pleads guilty.
Okay, so pleads like, yep, I done it.
Can you go to the lawyer firm to get a lawyer to hear your case, or to, what do you
I
call it?
don't know.
Take your case?
Well, he left something with the lawyer, but it wasn't a case.
Was it a deposit for
It
for the upcoming trial?
It was. So rather than just going through the whole story, because I have pre-read this one.
Okay, and you know it.
And I know it. So a guy got into a bit of a protracted shit fight. When I first shit fight, get it? So I got it actually made me think of our mate
Trevor. Oh yeah,
Trevor.
Oh,
Sort of
a Trevor.
The man that lives in the biscuit barrel.
Yeah. So this guy had a bit of a run-in with the law firm because he used to stand in their driveway. The law firm's on the first floor. He used to stand in their driveway. He operated a shop around the corner or something, but he used to go out into their driveway every day, how many times a day, and smoke his darries.
Okay.
And when you're next to a door that's upstairs,
Wafts in.
wafts in.
Sure.
So they said, would you mind ever so much fucking off?
Yeah.
Smoke somewhere else, you prick.
Ever so much.
You fucking prick.
No. To which Michael McDessie actually took offence.
Oh.
So a couple of Sundays ago, the 33-year-old barber who works around the corner casually made his way upstairs. And
What street does he live on? Was it number 2?
Pooh Street?
Well,
Yes. Bog Lane, I was going to
Okay,
say.
yeah, cool.
Something like
well, I can tell you that it's George Street in Parramatta.
Oh,
Right.
that's not Defecate Place.
He proceeded to go upstairs. He saw that this legal firm that he'd been having a bit about had a camera outside. So he proceeded to knock the camera onto the ground, drop his dacks, take a shit.
I think we need to come up with a new term for it, because it's not just shitting.
Okay, what is it?
Quick thin shits, or
Fits.
fits, that originate from deep within the stomach. Oh, they make you run.
They sure do.
Bits.
So, fits.
Make you do things that... Well, actually,
okay, so
he's had his durry. He's obviously had a coffee and a dart.
Yep.
The two best things in the world
For shitting.
for shitting.
Yeah.
Yes. And also...
With you.
With you.
Yeah. And I'm amazed. Did he think that he knocked all the cameras, or...
He thought that he knocked all of the cameras,
No.
but it actually turns out that when he was sort of waddling around with his pants around his ankles to get pieces of paper to clean himself up afterwards, after his deposit of thits at the law firm, his bare ass and balls were in plain sight on several other cameras that were positioned around the
Sneaky
entrance.
cameras, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that angle.
Yeah. So the silly bugger actually thought he'd pulled a shifty, and he actually put the camera in his pocket, but they caught him on the other. They caught the other three. The other three cameras actually saw him stick it in his
Tights.
in his pants.
Right, so it's another one.
I like that it's like from the title or from the first description. It sounds like he's got a gripe with the law firm because
It's a
they
revenge
done
story.
him bad.
It's a revenge story,
Right?
for
So
sure.
like, I had to go to juvie, and it's your bloody fault. I need to take a shit.
I've got the thits.
I got a bad case of thits. But
welcome.
it's a brave statement.
Look,
but,
it's bold.
So different to the mystery shitters that go in public.
Yeah.
This guy is kind of he's kind of trying to get his own back. It's like a revenge story. So that's not as casual as the mystery one.
It's like instead
You
of a
know how-
payback, it's a pooback.
Yeah.
You know how
I got nothing.
a few weeks ago you were talking us through what is the best design for a pooper scooper when walking dogs.
Yes. I've
during
resolved
the
the
during
situation.
the evening. Well, I'd just like you to take a moment to reflect on the poor boys in blue who were left to clean up the evidence as part of their criminal investigations on behalf of the law firm, who were tasked with
Bagging and tagging.
picking up and disposing of the toilet tissues and fecal matter after photographing, while they still had a strong aroma.
He doesn't know his ass from his tit mags.
Can I suggest something for the popo, the police, just there?
Po-po.
What I'll do when I'm picking up my dog shit,
Sure.
if it's a thin wet shit instead
Or
of
a
Fit.
shit, or if it's like a dry white one, almost coming.
Right.
Yes.
Dry white. That doesn't
Well, just
sound
dry,
healthy.
just
Okay.
dry. You know, because they eat as Cassie corrected me, grain-free diet.
Get on with it. It's making me sick.
Sprinkle a bit of dirt on it before you pick it up.
Okay.
So I would
touch
have
it.
done the sawdust if I was the copper. Like, you know, in primary school,
The chuck.
you throw up, you put some sawdust on it. Always have an ice cream tub if you're the police.
Now that public pooping has become such an epidemic, it pays for police to be prepared for poop.
Give him a ding, Tim.
Shite.
So anyway, to all you dear listeners,
I think you've
stay tuned
No, I
for
think
the
you did
next
it.
exciting installment of The Poop Scoop.
Quick thin shits, or thits, that originate from deep within the stomach. They make you run.
You could say Dan's cracked the case. Wide open.
What a scoop. Well, there we go. We've done it again.
Wow. Thanks, Dan, for that update.
It's my absolute pleasure.
God, my shoulders are tight.
You should go get a massage like I did.
When did you?
Okay.
When do you have time for
Yeah,
massage?
Well,
I thought you're working 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
make a living.
I'm already having smoko at 9, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Forced smoko on this
Forced smoko.
on this new work site.
How do they police that?
The
Tools
shoppy,
down.
the shoppy comes
Or you're
around
off
and
the site.
goes,
go.
don't work, boys, don't.
For how long?
15 minutes and then 25 minutes at lunch.
Ah.
And I'm like,
Ooh.
anyway, so that's
sure.
not the point.
Because my shoulders are tight.
Yeah, so I went and got a
Workers' rights. Just go with it.
I just want to work.
It's good for you to take a moment to reflect on the beautiful floor that you've just laid.
The time for reflection is when you're
Get home.
Yeah, or you're standing up instead of kneeling down.
Yeah.
There's your break.
Are we talking about shit again?
Do CFMEU sites have like remember Picture and People magazine? Is that,
No,
is that still a thing?
No.
There's ducks on the pond, man.
Are there? What's the percentages?
Can we?
What's the
wait,
ratios?
wait. Stop. You seem to know what he's talking about. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think
ducks
he's
on the
saying
pond?
there's female construction workers.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, well
All right,
done.
So bro code.
Yeah.
Ducks on the pond is what
Okay.
used to get shouted out, so that you stop swearing, pull your pants up, stop shitting. You know, like
Yep.
I've been busted like that before.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's a story for another time.
it is. So very stiff, very sore. We're just, all right.
That's a story for another time.
Keep it out of the gutter, Tib.
Yeah.
Went and got a massage, and as I was lying there thinking of what are we going to talk
How
about,
do I ask for the happy ending?
How am I going to break?
I think you just roll over.
Does she or does she not? Give me a rub and toe.
Yeah. And when does it start?
Yeah.
Is what I really want to know.
Do I just turn over and
I think that's a signal, Dan. If you have you roll over and you've got a massive erection,
yeah.
that's probably a signal to her that she needs to get out of the room, or precisely.
Right.
Do you think
Ducks in
the
pond.
massage
Is that a duck in the
parlours-
pond?
Do you think a duck in the pond? Do you think a massage? I don't want to call it a parlor anymore because it insinuates sexual.
It does.
But what
Connotations.
about a massage practice that explicitly says no sexual massages?
Well, I would call it.
Do you think that's code for yes? Just ask us.
Yeah.
Is that the way it works?
Yeah, it might work the way it's meant. Don't ask us, but
But
yeah, it's interesting,
do ask.
Do ask.
I think if it's written, like, because I know, I've heard that there's some swinger code, like
I'm glad you said I heard from
Yeah.
I know.
yeah.
No sexual messages. Oh, sorry, I just saw sexual.
Yeah, like if you, I don't know, the red light at a house of ill repute. If there's a red
All
light,
Wait
massage
a minute,
parlors
wait a
have got
minute.
the flashing
Can we-
neon.
The studio's got a red
Open.
light out the front. What does that mean? We're open for business?
yeah, you are.
Well, you've been to the red light district in Amsterdam, haven't you?
No, that's not I. That's he.
That was me.
Okay, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lady of the night, red light disco.
Ducks on the pond.
No, the massage part.
Yeah.
There's a red light out there.
Yeah. It's a clinic. So I guess when they say on the sign, no sexual massage, don't ask. If it's written in a particular font,
like
the
Comic Sans.
Just kidding. True. Yeah.
Some people that are in the know
Yeah.
that it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was getting a massage with nothing, because my wife was right next to me, same room. Okay, so
I remember the last time you were telling me a story about getting a partner massage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Thailand.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What, you just massage next to each other?
Yeah. You don't want to tell us any more of that story?
No, I don't remember.
I think he's probably already told it.
I think
heard it.
I think it's his story, Tim.
Yeah, it might be.
No, I definitely wasn't there.
Okay.
All right. So getting a massage, thinking about the podcast. What are we going to talk about? Yeah, we got 25 minutes of shit talk, and then we're going to talk about what I'm hearing on the music. But it's the Muzak.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what Muzak is?
No, enlighten me.
I do.
What is it, Tim?
It's the background
Filler.
filler music. Yeah, it's the music. Well, fucking you tell us.
Here's something I prepared earlier.
Well, it's Muzak it's a style of music that encourages originally it was to make people work faster or harder, and then it's to encourage people to shop. And the way that they do it in the factories is it gradually goes up in BPMs, beats per minute. You start off very slow, and you gradually work up, and that they found that gives you the most effect for the workers.
Okay.
If it gradually goes up, and then it stops for 15 minutes, silence, and then starts up again.
Okay.
So this is similar to what I do at gigs.
Yeah. The DJ mix, the art of the perfect mix. How do you explain the phenomenon that is every single fucking shop at Chatty that just is more like a rave party than some kind of build-up?
Yeah, true.
Well, that's active, and there's active and there's passive background music, and in the shops, those particular jean shops, you want a really active one. You don't want to.
Yeah, but technically that is the same cause and effect that Muzak has. Right, it encourages you to show up,
Excites the senses.
Yeah, that's right. So traditionally, I would be calling it elevator music. You know when you
yes, and it does. There is,
but without vocals. That's usually not vocals, right?
no voco. The word Muzak has been registered trademark since December 1954. Although it dominated the market for many years, the term is often used as a generic term for all background music. The term Muzak, or at least in the USA, is a term for the most forms of background music, regardless of the source, blah, 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 blah. Also known as elevator music, Tim, as you
there you go.
or lift music.
Okay.
And the guy who invented it was quite the invention in the early... the guy was inventor Major General George Owen Squire. I think that says there. Yeah. Credited with editing the...
Play the music.
So he figured out...
Yes, sir. Major General what?
Squire.
Major General Squire.
Owen Squire.
Owen Squire to you.
So he figured out in the 1920s, he was granted some US patents, and it related to the transmission of information signals. So he was right on it. Like as soon as that was a concept, he was like, right, I could broadcast something. I could send music. So he really he coined it. And look, it goes on and on. It's had quite the life. The Muzak company. It's just recently been bought out for $344 million. So it's got some value behind it. It almost went bankrupt in 2010, but it's on its way up and up and up.
Just one little point of order there. I getting a lot of lifts these days. I cannot, for the life of me, remember the last time I heard
elevator music,
let alone many tunes.
Yeah.
Well,
in a lift.
It's because of the rights you have to pay. So in the elevator, it's not like
Do you though? Isn't there something
like
about
maritime law? Because you're going up and the ups and downs.
Isn't copyright law that anything anything after 70 years after the dude's dead or something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
as long as
quiet.
no living relative or owner of the music exists anymore, it becomes public domain.
Look. The song I was listening to whilst getting massaged was "Every Breath You Take" by the Police.
Okay. Is
Do
that
they
classified
replace
as
it with-
elevator music? I reckon Sting.
No.
Sting
When
would
it's
be
done, when
Sting would be pretty hurt by you calling that song elevator music.
Now, this is what we're going to get to in the tonight's topic, Dan. Is
Okay.
because what it is imagine if the world was all Muzak. Okay, so what Muzak is,
Beige.
well, yeah, it's take the lyrics out,
Yep.
strip
Yeah.
back all the instrumentation,
Mm-hmm.
get a dude on a keyboard.
Yeah, and imitate it exactly.
Exactly. And I was thinking, geez, imagine if every gig we ever went to wasn't the Faith No More version. It was the Muzak,
Faith more.
the
No.
fake No More.
Fake no more. Oh, I like that.
Did you see the news?
Yes, they're coming out. That's why it popped into my head. Faith No More.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go and see him again.
Great.
4 times as a charm.
Yeah.
But then I was
classic.
thinking, don't get off topic, Dan.
Sorry. It happens.
What would happen if everything was Blandioso?
Blandioso. Yeah, or slightly askew to the original version.
Yeah.
So it's just it's that song, but it's slightly different because there's no vocals. All the vocals is a saxophone.
All the pleasure has been ripped out of it.
Yeah, it's been taken advantage of.
You mean what you actually mean is like every single Triple J like a version that's
No,
ever
well, it's
been
actually
released?
it's actually like a section in my record section there, right? So basically, it's dedicated to compilations, 80s compilations, and they have lots of songs. Now, there's a brand called K-Tel,
Okay.
right? And they would release all these songs on these compilations, but you get them, and they're not.
The B-side of...
No. They're the same song, done exactly the same, in the same structure, but it's not the original artist. It's K-Tel.
It's a cover.
So you're allowed to cover the song if you don't change it at all.
Yeah, you've said this before.
Anyone can do it. So they used to put out these albums that had like 12 of your best smash
But they'd
hit
have to pay
jams.
royalties. They'd still have to pay royalties.
Well, to some degree, but it's not the same kind of licensing laws as if you like try to change the lyrics like Weird Al. He would have to pay and get permission to do Eat It. To beat it,
So it's the exact same riff because he wants to
the
be...
same riff.
He wants to be close to... Yeah.
He's trying to resell it as a different thing. So when you try to resell something as a different thing, I've come up with some Muzak versions of like products that we're familiar with.
Oh,
But
yeah. So like
what would they be called if they
So
were
like an inferior version of Coca-Cola would be sort of AC Cola.
But it doesn't necessarily need to be just a dude on a keyboard redoing 80s pop songs. It could be any jazz track that has clarinet in it.
It could be, but I was thinking like, so I got on the internet and I looked up what's some versions of things that are already kind of Muzak versions of the real thing.
All right, well, hit us with one so everyone knows what the fuck
Okay,
it's
so
all
we've
about.
got like Kit Kats,
Yep.
right? Cat cot, have a brack, have a cat cot.
Is that one of yours?
Yes, it is.
You really kick things off
So
the
it's
bang.
it's not quite the same, but you could market it.
Now
You
we-
could
now
sell
we
it
know what you're
because
doing,
It's
yeah.
just a little bit different, like every breath you take, every take you breath.
Yep,
You know?
yep.
You can change it up. You got the comfortable Crocs shoes.
Mm-hmm.
They could be Quocs.
Quacker, like Quacker.
Quarks.
Yeah.
You've got Adidas. Could be Abidas or Adidas or Adonaias.
Is it? That was it. The last one was a stretch. You can workshop that. But is it shoe? Is the Adidas? It has to be a shoe. Or can it
It's
be...
still going to be a shoe because it's still music. You see, it's still Muzak.
Yeah.
And it's still the song. It's still just like the original.
Still the shoe. It's still Adidas.
You've
didn't the dudes from Bittersweet Symphony have to give all the royalties back to fucking?
We did this
what's his
last
name?
week.
Did we do that?
Rolling Stones.
Yeah, we did this last week, and they did have to pay. But
And what about the dudes who stole the who's the? I'd love to have Vegemite sandwich.
Kookaburra sits on the old gum tree.
Yeah.
He hung himself.
Same thing. Just for that.
No.
Just
Yes.
for the 4 flute notes, and they had to. They lost all their royalties. Did he?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's dead. Look it up. It broke him. Yep.
Oh, old mate
Oh, mate.
with the googly eye.
Yep. For the... Yep.
I hadn't heard that news.
So you've got Muzak computers. Could be like the programs that you put on the computers.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Muzak version could be Microsoft Binbos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Micro cock. Bimbo.
Okay.
Micro, yeah, something like
Yeah.
If you don't want to go to Starbucks, you go to T-Bucks.
that.
Yeah.
That's like the Muzak version of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
could call your computer brand
Oh,
Pear.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, true. That's the Muzak version. And the Zupa Dupas, going back to So Science, they're sugarless. Are the Muzak version of the real Zupa Dupas?
Sure, and they're not melting.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
What's up with that?
I
Deep,
don't know.
deep freeze.
How you been, Dan?
I've
What have
been
you-
pretty well. How have you been?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, it also...
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. It's
Yeah.
like Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got another one.
Okay.
If you don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
No.
try adolescent misformed karate tortoises.
You should have fucking started off with that one.
Okay.
Or do you
Maybe-
end with
Maybe
that?
I did.
Oh, yeah, with some clever editing, Tim. No, that's a good one. Say that one again.
If you don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, try adolescent misformed karate tortoises. Or the pubescent man-boy kung fu frogs.
Tim hasn't worked 24 hours in 7.5 hours today.
So,
Lots of spare time.
Lots. Negotiation.
Yeah, because remember, everything's got to be tinged with beige if it's elevator music. So, you know.
I was wondering whether or not this podcast that we're on right now is the Muzak version of a proper podcast.
well, going off that topic, we were talking about elevators and elevator music and being in elevators.
Yes.
And I was just doing a bit of a search about elevator music, and it kept coming up about how people go into a weird mode when they're in an elevator.
Very silent, very...
So you've got your claustrophobia, you've got your social phobia, I guess.
No one's looking at each other. Sure. You stop talking.
Everyone faces the door except for that one last dude, who is often me, who walks in and stands facing at everyone, and you just look at them awkwardly, try and look at any other spot on the wall.
Yeah, because there's really no rule as to which way you're supposed to face, is there?
Everyone finds it confronting when you stand at the doorway looking in
Yeah,
at everyone.
it's a kind of
looking
a
back
social
at you.
experiment because we're being put into a tiny room with a group of people that we don't know, going to different locations,
Actually-
up and down.
Actually, I've got something that I need to interject because it's just come to me. I was going into work up to the top floor of my building was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And because I'm on the top floor and 9 o'clock start, it's like peak hour. So you get everyone in and most people get out. And
9 o'clock start.
the people that get out towards the top floor are always by the end of the journey talking shit about the people who get off at the mezzanine level. And it's like, why didn't you just
okay.
fucking use the stairs? But yesterday, everyone gets out level 1, everyone gets out level 2, and then someone gets in level 2. Guess who it was?
Who?
Rainy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your
Your ex-girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did
Like,
that happen?
I don't know. And I was like,
Kismet.
Rainy,
Aren't you?
how's it
aren't
going?
you,
And because there's the social norms about how people behave in
An
a
elevator?
elevator, it meant the whole, oh, how you going? Meh, 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 was quite muted because you're in an elevator and there are social norms about how you
Were there other
engage with
people-
one another. Yeah, it was a full elevator.
Okay, so you can't really go, hey, how you going?
Yeah, pretty
Do you have to do it at that volume, or do you just go,
No,
wow,
it's- yeah,
wow,
no,
we
it was-
hey,
We
everybody,
used to be together.
I know her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when I used to do that thing to you?
Yeah.
That you really liked?
Remember when I used to say the words, stop, please, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those elevators, man. Like
I
get
know
it.
that the word moist triggers you.
And also, I know the words "get off me" triggers you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel as though everyone that steps into an elevator knows the saying "as funny as a fart in an elevator," and it kind of makes me want to fart
Yeah.
A little
just to
bit.
see if it is funny.
Yeah.
You know, and you've also got the people in there that have the fear instantly of falling. So when you're in an aeroplane, people go when you're taking off. There's got to be someone on there that's putting bad vibes into the engines. We're getting crashed. We're getting crashed.
Yeah.
Oh, we made it. We made it.
Tell you the other
So-
thing I've picked up about lifts. One side of a lift usually has a full floor-to-length mirror, but if someone else is in the lift with you, people feel like they can't look into it, like check themselves out, and that's what it's there for. You know, you're going up.
Okay,
You
well,
wanna
maybe
check
not
yourself
maybe
out?
not in a crowded elevator. It wouldn't be going because there'd be 1,000 of you, wouldn't there? Because it reflects off the mirrors on either side.
Well, it depends if you're in
You
a
wanna-
full glass elevator, full
Okay.
mirrored. But if you've only got one side,
okay.
you know, this is final check off to make sure you don't have dunny paper hanging out of the
That's
top,
the- well,
of
they're
your,
the
top of your
mezzanine.
skirt or
They're
whatever.
the mezzanine
Yeah,
levels.
get the
Dandruff.
dandruff off your
Dandruff.
shoulders.
That's the
Yeah.
mezzanine levels, people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying with the back talk, because that was one of my notes with the elevators. Is like I know that as soon as I'm out of that elevator, they're talking about me because that's what I'm doing to
Oh,
them.
okay. What are they saying? He's so hot.
This fucking.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Why is
He's
he
so-
so happy all the time?
There's another lift thing which irritates me that
Yeah.
I'd love to share with you all.
Sure.
You know how in a bygone era, gentlemen always used to wait for, hold the door open or wait for the woman to exit and yada,
Sure.
yada, yada.
Yeah.
So they still exist, but in an elevator, it just annoys me, especially the ones that have a substantial midriff, paunch, if you will.
Spare tire.
Spare tire.
A gunt.
Plus octo. Because if you're
Plus diabetes.
if you're the last one into the lift, and then you want to be all chivalrous and gentlemanly, and you're standing side on, and you're actually
Holding them.
wider side on than you are
Oh, it's gotcha.
front on, because you're trying to. Oh, you go.
You
Nah,
go, you go in front
we
of me.
can't get out. You fat cunt. Just walk out the door. I think the whole ladies before gentlemen in lift etiquette is a step
It's
too
over.
far.
Okay.
No, it's a step too far.
Hashtag
it's about
step too
all.
far.
It's about all getting in and getting out with
Going
the
up and going down.
in uncomfortable situations, because not many people like lift travel.
Well, it comes back to like you needing a hula hoop of space around you. So like when you're at a festival, you don't want people bunching up.
Well, this is what happens at the work site. There's a lot of
You get bunched.
bunching up.
There is a bit of bunching.
I'll tell you what, the people that I feel the most sorry for is the poor
Smelling ones.
lift operators.
Oh, they have to do it every trip.
They are there all day.
Yeah.
And what generally happens is as you get older, they put you on the elevator
Yep.
because you don't want to be lifting stuff anymore.
And you're more conversational.
Yeah.
Puts everyone else in a better
No,
mood.
these guys they're not the happiest of bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, they quite sad actually.
Okay.
quite depressed. Quite depressed.
Yeah, but controlling that elevator, they're making 150 G's a year.
Probably,
Like,
probably. But these dudes are losing their minds, like because the speaker system has a slight buzz to it,
Oh,
a
right.
little bit of white noise,
Yep.
and also that's the what number? 7. All right, 7. What number? Basement. Go back to basement. What number? All day,
7.
all year. all day, all year.
Yeah,
8 hours a
it's
day.
a lot.
It's too much.
I'm sure they get cycled through things. Oh, Brian, go and grab a broom for a couple of hours.
They do,
Just
they
to
do.
break that
Yeah,
shit
I
up.
think they do.
There's 100 Brians, by the way.
But you don't want to get stuck in an elevator. And I was looking through. I was looking through the news under the guise of Muzak in the elevator, and I came across a story. Ming Quan Shen was written off after vanishing on a Friday night while making a delivery for Happy Dragon restaurant at a high-rise apartment building.
Can you just say all that in a really racist Chinese accent?
No.
Yeah.
Because there was
I'd
a
love
few
to.
key words in there that really rubbed it in hard, yeah?
I'd love to.
China's having a hard time of it at the moment. Let's just give them a
Hey,
break.
we're pro China here on
Yeah,
Jumping the
that's
We
Turnstile.
sure
good.
are.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Love
I
'em.
just think they might be feeling a bit sensitive.
I think so.
Yeah.
In the chest because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Sure. Police conducted a massive search. Days passed. Speculation grew that the 35-year-old Chen was a victim of armed bandits or some other urban horror in the Bronx borough.
Okay.
But more than 3 days later, the delivery man emerged with a mean thirst and a tale of survival. He'd been stuck by himself in an elevator for the whole time, 3 days, without food or water. He'd pulled out at about 5 a.m. Tuesday. 80 hours later, the firefighters broke him out. But because it was the apartment buildings with like maybe 8 lift shafts, they were coming down and they were all working. So there was no, like, people would go ding. And he had no power, but like not no power, but he was stuck in the elevator.
Sure.
Nothing but Muzak. He just made his delivery, so he had no food.
But it would have been good if he had some Muzak. But I just have not been in a lift with Muzak in many, many years.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Have you?
Well, no, now that you say it, no. But this
guy
is
has.
in the Americans.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. We needed something.
Could you survive
80 hours.
Muzak?
Well, I sent you on YouTube a little 10-hour loop of Muzak.
Yeah.
Did you get around to that one? Did you listen
yeah,
to it? Did you listen to the 10 hours?
I did. It was 10 hours
It was
worth.
10
was it?
hours. I got it like 35 seconds in and I was
Went.
ready to kill myself.
Is this it?
I didn't think so.
Is this it?
That's not Muzak.
It's like a pseudo version of the real one.
No, that's just old women that can't sing.
Wait a minute. Wait, he's gonna break it down for you here.
All right now, fellows. Now, what's cooler than being cool? I can't hear you. I said, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. All right. Okay, now, ladies.
Yes. How you going?
What is
That was Hey by...
I know what it was, Dan. What the hell was it?
It was terrible. I don't think that's Muzak. Muzak, for me,
Is that going to be us in our older age?
You know that scene? Hut, 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 hut. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, in Blues Brothers?
Brothers, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hut, 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 hut.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Muzak for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Girl from Ipanema.
Anyway, this guy he got saved.
I've
Out of
never
the
told you about
elevators,
this.
He survived.
Never told you the story. I saved someone out of an elevator.
What are you talking about?
Never told you that one.
Do tell.
Please, pray tell.
I was doing a job with he who shall not be spoken of.
Oh, sure.
Just a dude I used to work with.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going up and down the elevators. We're going to pack up the car, and the elevator gets like to almost to the bottom floor, but it doesn't quite get to the bottom, and so it's like stuck.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And we hear from inside this woman freaking out already. It's been like 5 seconds, and she's and hey
James, I want you to save me. Hello.
So I was like, it's all right. We're gonna call someone. We're out here. Don't worry. So you gotta get me out of here. I'm freaking out. I'm like, all right, just all right,
okay.
Okay, now, ladies, yeah.
Yeah, you got to save me.
I'm going to get a shovel. So
okay.
I went and got a
I'm
shovel.
going to dig you out.
I got a shovel.
Just Jezbot knows how to dig a good hole.
He does.
Well, the thing is about
Dad.
the thing about new elevators is you can't just pry them open with your bare hands like in the movies. You need some sort of lever device. So I went and got the shove.
Yep.
And just slid it in there in between that gap and like.
Are you talking about inside the old lady?
No,
Okay.
Tim. And totally like because it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I'll say.
So I.
Yeah, no, it's for digging.
Yeah. No, the doors don't actually. You can't force them open. But what I sort of did was like levered it enough and pushed it enough just to get like I fucked the doors.
Okay.
Like totally.
So
But-
she's definitely trapped now.
well, now she's definitely trapped.
Okay, so you're basically not Batman so far.
She's got like maybe a hand width of of open space,
Yeah.
and now she's even freaking out even more.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Well, look, I mean, we've called the guys. We've
Not
opened
much
these
else
guys
I can
could
do
do."
Yeah. Here's a straw with some
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Was she part of the way down? Or?
No, she's sort of part of the way up.
And the most important part of
Half cast.
ghosting is that you don't introduce the idea that you're going to.
So when I started the story saying I basically saved someone, I didn't.
No.
I broke an elevator with a shovel and then fucked
Made it
off. Fucked
Threw
off.
some water at her and
Because
pissed off.
I started to think about it. I was like, oh, shit.
I've killed someone.
Someone's going to rock up here and go, mate, why? We've got in a security cameraman. Why are you shoveling the elevator? Anyway,
You're trying to basically be Batman.
Jezbot's Adventures, you know.
Good
Yeah.
job.
That's what.
That's interesting because it's on topic with
Is
the
it though,
elevator.
Tim? Is
It
it though? Is
It
it?
is.
Is
I
it?
think so.
I
I'll
just
pay
kind of
that.
wish you'd saved her. Would have been better.
I could lie for the sake of the podcast.
Could you?
And then I broke her
All
out.
right.
And then she like said, oh, it's amazing.
thank you so
Actually,
much.
do you want to know what really happened?
Sure.
As I was I'd opened it up just enough for her to slip out, and as she was climbing out the elevator, kicked back in and went up, and then cut her in half.
Awesome.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's an awesome.
everybody's
it's a
greatest fear.
That's the Quentin Tarantino finish. Now can you do the Scooby Doo end?
I was the chick in the elevator.
Yeah.
All along.
And what about the
was Old Man Withers.
yeah? And what about the other finish? The Sixth Sense.
The happy ending.
Who does the
Happy
Sixth-
ending? That happened at the massage parlor.
Yeah.
He's done it. There it is.
There it is.
Ah, there he is.
There he is.
Look, I mean, there it is. This has been it's been a quick hour, but we're getting to the end of our time just about.
Yeah.
Disappointing because I'm just starting to get angry.
And we love it when Jezbot.
Well, you do. You try to fire him up every time.
I do.
Fucking hell, he goes, I said, oh man, a hard day at work. He goes, I don't want to talk to him. He goes, tell me about it. I'll like it when you get angry.
Yeah, I like it when you
Fuck off.
I like it when you get friendly and funny. Prefer not to be arced up.
Yeah. I'm sure that's the case for everyone out there listening. And if you are listening, thank you very much. And we do appreciate your listenership. Don't forget about Turnstyle Digital. Don't forget about the shorter episodes. It's called the Stees.
In
That's-
between each one of
That's
these
just a little
ones.
That's just a little thing Timmy Taco and I do when
Little nugget.
Yeah, a little nugget of content when we can't find anyone else to come in and record. So if you've only got a quick half an hour trip, you listen to that. If you want a bit more of a rant, you listen to this one. You find out.
And poo scoops. Don't forget the poo scoops.
There's going to be poo updates. There's going to be a lot of stuff.
Is this still the explanation from the start of what the podcast
Yes,
is? Like,
pretty much.
Has this been an hour of explaining what we do?
at least 208 episodes in or so.
Yep.
We're good at coming full circle.
We are.
And we have come in a full circle.
We have.
It's called Soggy Biscuits.
Yeah, we didn't want to talk about
I did it. I did it.
Did you though? I'll give you one of those.
All right. That's enough for me. Thanks for listening. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Danoz.
Join us on the other side. Jumping the Turnstile.
Quick thin shits or fits that originate from deep within the stomach. Oh, they make you run.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through two at a time.
You're jumping the turnstile. turnstile. Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hopping over the turnstile. I had technique. It was like a ninja. Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile. I definitely jumped the turnstile.
Jumping
the turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again. Whenever I believe I don't have to do it, but I do it, I get away because and there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some Ferris in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times. Jumping.
Turnstile instead of just paying the $2.25.
I have one technique. I pull the turnstile back like that. Boom, boom. My upper body is not moving. It's my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.